Well, that was unfortunate, to say the least. Welcome in. First edition of Rando Recap. Jay knows ball. You know me, Rando. Buddy. I think we can probably turn this off. Hopefully it won't be too long. What'd you think about that game? I got to tell you. Two ways to look at it. I tweeted out, disappointing loss. Can't get down 20 to that Louisville team with the team that we have. They fought deep. Also, you can look at it as they were the number 11 team in the country. We're the number 9 team in the country. We lost in a battle on the road. How you feeling about it?
Honestly, just feel like the coaching was pretty bad. And we had Brandon Garrison in for a long period of time for definitely most of the game, and it was not good.
Yeah, that's one way to describe it. Not great.
And yeah, we kept out some of our players.
Moreno.
Yeah.
Malachi Moreno should have got more minutes, I think. I agree with you there. Brandon Garrison got to figure it out. I mean, he's when he's on, he's special. His offense seems to need to be clicking for him to be in the game. But yeah, I do think currently Malachi Moreno is our best 5, and Pope trying to find ways to get BG in the game and be effective, even though he is a liability, especially on the defensive side of the ball. That's got to change. We're big Malachi Moreno fans, so maybe our opinions are skewed a little bit, but do believe that he needs to get more PT. And wouldn't be surprised if it's Brandon Garrison who is the one on the outside looking in once Jaden Quaintance gets back. What did you think about the game? What were some positives on a night that was there was a lot of negatives? What were some positives you think?
I mean, we almost came back.
Fought back from 20 points down, right?
Mm-hmm. Colin Chandler did great this game.
Second half, Colin Chandler was making big shots, yeah.
Earning his spot, but yeah, tough.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if Trent Noah makes a difference in this game. He didn't get any minutes, I'm sure, because of the ankle injury. He is someone who can get hot and shoot. Yeah, I agree with you that Colin Chandler coming in and playing, big minutes, got in foul trouble, which was unfortunate. But he did step up in the second half and make some big shots. Cam was a bright spot as well. I was very disappointed that he didn't get some time. I understand that in the games leading up to this one, he offensively hadn't been what we expect him to be, but he was brought here to be a 3-and-D guy, someone who could shoot. He played defense on the wing. He's long. He's athletic. And in a game where we were getting beat defensively, I would have liked to have seen him in the game longer than 12 or 10 minutes left to go in the second half. And then when he got in, he made a spark. Same with Yelovich. I know he's got some issues defensively, but when he was in the game, he did present some issues. What do we got moving forward? The Jasper Johnson. What do you think about Jasper? To me, he was a disappointment in the way he played the game.
I mean, yeah, he's supposed to be basically our Kobe Brea almost.
Think Jasper is going to be our shooter?
Well, after the Purdue game, it looked like it.
Yeah, he was hitting shots.
And yeah, he didn't get a bunch of minutes, and he probably didn't get minutes because of just the way he held the ball and just shot the threes, just shot it. Didn't think about it much.
He is a dynamic scorer. He's very good off the dribble, and when you have a McNeely on you who's not the slightest of foot. He's not an athlete by any means, or the what would you say, a dynamic athlete. Jasper Johnson just kind of jacking up threes there and hoping they would go in instead of trying to take advantage of that matchup was unfortunate. Just before, a couple more negatives before we get into the positive. Otega-Oweh. We had some special moments with him last year. The Oklahoma game we watched right here in this garage and watched him both times. Just come back, make some massive buckets for us to win those games. The biggest one in the SEC tournament. Today, and even honestly, the first 3 games of the season, he's been kind of sleepwalking. I thought he was just waiting to get challenged. I figured this was the game he was going to get challenged. In the intro video, he was saying he couldn't wait to get out there and see these Louisville Cardinals, and it seems like he waited most of the night and didn't. What do you think? You think this is a wake-up call for him? You think we get a better Otega-Oweh going forward, or do you think maybe he's not SEC Player of the Year potential?
I have a slight feeling of both, kind of, because wake up call probably because, like you said, Oklahoma, those games, he was really good. He should be on himself now, but yeah, way he's been playing, not too great. So
he can't let the offseason talk of him not being a great 3-point shooter, not being a great shooter in general, affect the way he plays, right? He was a borderline NBA draft pick this last season because the way he got downhill, his aggressive play, he could score at the rim, big body, dynamic athlete. He's got to keep playing that way and then just let the 3-point shots come to him. I'm gonna say I think this is this game specifically was it going to be a wake up call? Is going to be a wake up call. He got some money to come back here, but this isn't generational money that he made, right? He's a made man, kind of, but if he wants to be like generational wealth, that's getting to the NBA and getting that second contract, which means he's going to have to step up the rest of the season and play like SEC Player of the Year, National Player of the Year. But we're going to end on a positive. Denzel Aberdeen is a bucket. He played some hero ball at some times early in the game. He jacked up some threes that weren't even close, and then he comes back down on that third attempt and from NBA range and cans it, and then scores 26, I believe, on 10 of 20 shooting, and looked like a special guard who we sought after and paid a lot of money to transfer from Florida. What do you think about Denzel?
He did good. He did good in the paint, out of the paint. He was good at passing. He did better than some of us on defense too. Yeah.
Yeah, defense collectively gotta get better.
Yeah. I do have another positive though.
Send it.
J-Lo, he was very good in this game, but then at one.
Get us back in there. Get us back in there. Wake up the light. There it goes.
But yeah, at the end, he shot a 3-pointer. Probably should have got in the paint.
That transition 3, yeah,
yes.
not a great shot. And then the free throw at the end, you missed 2 front end and 1-on-1s, and that stinks. Yeah, buddy. I think what we got to do is go back to how we started this off, and 2 things can be true. It can be a disappointing loss where you would hope as a Kentucky fan, Coach Pope doesn't get out coached by Pat Kelsey, and he did. You would hope that our star outplays their star, and he didn't. Mikael Brown went absolute off, and that was the difference in the game. Can't turn the ball over. If you look at all the stats, if you go back and look at all the stats over the game, rebounding margin has to get better, and our turnovers have to get better. But our shooting percentage from the field, from three, was better. Our free throw percentage was better. It You had everything lined up to win the game outside of effort, which I think was the biggest key, and just smart basketball with turnovers. So let's go learn from this one. We do have some. What's the chat got? Ogball says Knox. See, that's what you call a troll, buddy. Right there, that dude. It's a troll because Card Knox is not better than Otego. And in Arkansas, we'll see this shortly as we get into SEC play later in the new year. But the good news is that's not the last game. We got more to play very early in the season. We're 3 games in. We are 3 games in. Yep. Turnovers, absolutely biggest issue there, especially being a game. 5 turnovers in like the first 10 minutes, can't do it. And then what's Ed got? Yeah. I mean, it is for the rivalry. It is good. I enjoyed the last 5 years just being able to walk into there and get a win, no matter if we were playing in Rupp or at Yum. But we better know that they're going to have some talent coming in there. And I think we got to know that we got to go get a top guard. We got to. This game might have showed us that we don't really care what Tyron Stokes' personality is or some issues he had in school. If he's a dog, he can score. Let's get him to Kentucky. All right, let's maybe look at the morality piece of it, and let's dive into: is he a good ball player? Is he a 5-star guard? Let's get him here. But let's go move on to the BBN United tournament this week, and then I think Michigan State Tuesday. And then we'll move on to some other big games. What you think?
Yes.
Yeah, we got a lot of wins left in us. I believe it. Wake up call. Unfortunately, this wasn't the beginning of the season. Let's go beat Duke, and we feel good about it. We lose to Louisville, which sucks. Let's hope we get to see him again, just like Tennessee. Last year we beat Tennessee twice. They beat us in the tournament. Let's hope we get to see him one more time in the tournament, and we get the last laugh. Sound good?
Mm-hmm.
All right, chat. We appreciate you joining us. First, 25, 26, Rando recap. Jay, Rando, appreciate you. Go follow us, All UK Ball, Heavy Pour Sports on X, TikTok, and YouTube. As always, go Cats. Yeah, still giving hells down.